Hey guys, let's start with the basic idea first. Depth first search is an algorithm for traversing or searching tree or graph data structure. The algorithm starts at the root node and explores as far as possible along each branch before backtracking. So the basic idea is to start from the root node and mark the node and move to the adjacent unmarked node and continue this loop until there is no unmarked adjacent node. Then backtrack and check for other unmarked nodes and traverse them. Finally, print the nodes in the path. Now we will see the algorithm for depth first traversal. Step 1. Create a recursive function that takes the index of the node and a visited array. Step 2. Mark the current node as visited and print the node. Step 3. Traverse all the adjacent and unmarked nodes and call the recursive function with the index of the adjacent node.
So now let us take a look at an example of depth first traversal in a directed graph. Here we have a directed graph. We have considered node A as the source vertex and we have an empty stack which will contain elements that we have already visited. We can assume this condition as when an explorer moves in a jungle finding new places. And this stack can be represented as his memory of those places. We start from A and add it to the memory first. Then we look for ways to move ahead, and that is C and E. We choose to move to C. On reaching C, we add it to the memory first and then look for ways again. Now, the explorer will find ways like B, F, E and A. He sees A he has already visited, so he wants to go to a new place, and that new place he will choose as B. On reaching B, he adds it to the memory and sees new ways. He finds C and F as the ways to go out from B. He has already visited C, so he reaches F. On reaching F, he adds it to the memory and sees ways again. This time he sees there are 4 ways: to B, to C, to D and to E. From his memory, he knows he has visited B and C, so he chooses to go to the path D. On reaching D, he adds it to the memory and looks that there is one way out of D to C from where he has come. So he is cycling on his own way. So he wants to come back and find another. Since he is coming back, he removes D from his memory because he knows that D leads him back to his own track. He reaches F again and sees this time that there is one way he had left the previous time, that is E. He reaches E, adds it to his memory and then looks that there is one way to A and one way to F from where he has come, and he knows both the places. So he moves back to F and forgets about E. At F, he looks at all the ways he has already covered, so he reaches B and forgets about F. On reaching B, he again sees he has covered all the ways, so he removes B and comes back to C. On reaching C, he finds there was one way left the last time when he moved from C, and that is C to E. But E he has already visited, so he removes C also and comes back to A. And now he realizes that he has come around all of the jungle and all of the places he has visited, and this is how depth first traversal has been done.
Finally, moving on to applications of depth first search. Detecting cycle in graph. A graph has cycle if and only if we see a back edge during DFS. So we can run DFS for the graph and check for back edges. Pathfinding. We can specialize the DFS algorithm to find a path between two given vertices U and V. Finding strongly connected components of a graph. A directed graph is called strongly connected if there is a path from each vertex in the graph to every other vertex. Solving puzzle with only one solution. For solving puzzles with only one solution, such as maze, DFS can be adapted to find all solutions to a maze by only including nodes on the current path in the visited set. That's it for the video, guys. Hope you like our video. Thank you.